How fitting that illegitimate President-elect Joe Biden attempts to roll into the Oval Office as Congress robs the taxpayers of America.
As Roosevelt said, I think the American people can take whatever we tell them if we tell them straight from the shoulder.
If it were any other president-elect, the media would be in a feeding frenzy to get to the bottom of the monumental criminality the Biden family unleashed on the Ukraine. Instead, they're covering it all up.
President Trump has said publicly, Joe Biden and his son are stone cold corrupt. And chances are he's watching this interview. Anything you want to say to him?
Yeah, Mr. President, release your tax returns. Let's see how straight you are, okay, old buddy?
It's amazing that it has gone this far. We are actually witnessing the possibility of an incoming president that faces a Class A felony for fleecing a foreign government while he was vice president. The now month-old Ukrainian press conference laid out the facts, accusing the Bidens of high treason against the Ukrainian government as the Biden syndicate colluded with the corrupt Ukrainian president Viktor Yanukovych through his minister, Burisma founder Mykola Zlochevsky. According to the Ukrainian prosecutor's evidence, the Bidens were involved in embezzling U.S. dollars intended for technical assistance to Ukraine, funneling millions out of Ukraine's coal and gas industry, and the withdrawal of millions of dollars laundered through corrupt banks that were transferred to the Biden family. Evidence of the withdrawal through financial holes of millions of dollars stolen from the Ukrainian people with their subsequent transfer to the accounts of the company belonging to the Biden family. At one of the first press conferences about a year ago, we showed bank transactions for hundreds of thousands of dollars to the family of former U.S. Vice President Joe Biden, namely to his son Robert Hunter Biden. The latter was a member of the board of directors of the infamous gas production company Burisma. Burisma belongs to the fugitive Yanukovych-era minister Mykola Zlochevsky. The inclusion of Biden in the Burisma leadership and payment for his services is nothing more than a political cover that protected Zlochevsky from the Ukrainian law, namely from the criminal code. Two anonymous witnesses detailed the transactions that they were intricately involved in. Yes, I confirm what was said in the conversation today. The company was operating from about 2009 to legalize and optimize clients' funds. In this situation, we are talking about Mykola Zlochevsky and Burisma Holdings Limited. Transactions were made in his favor. The transfer of funds to Burisma Holdings Limited came from the two companies mentioned above, and Burisma paid its bills. In this situation, it paid to the Rosemont Seneca Bohai LLC account with Morgan Stanley. And what can you say about Rosemont Seneca Bohai LLC? The company was owned by Hunter Biden. In the period from November 2014 to October 2015, the witnesses noticed strange reoccurring payments that, at the direction of Zlochevsky's assistant, were sent from the account of Burisma Holdings Limited, which was open for the personal needs of Mykola Zlochevsky in the Latvian Private Bank AS, to the account of the American company Rosemont Seneca Bohai LLC. The witnesses drew attention to these payments since about 20 times the same uneven amount was reoccurring, $83,333.33. This is a payment for the political cover that Biden provided to Zlochevsky. This is only part of the payments for a short period, confirmed with documents by the witnesses. And it was also confirmed by the reports of the financial intelligence units of Latvia, Cyprus, and Ukraine, which are posted on the NABU Leaks website. And how much was paid to security officials, tax officials, lobbyists, and how much was stolen? I think the amount is tens of millions of dollars. Add to the Ukrainian government findings all of the puzzle pieces supposedly being investigated by the deep state immunity Keystone cops over at the FBI regarding Hunter Biden's laptops documenting the telltale signs of a money laundering operation. As the American Conservative wrote, the laptop shows Hunter, through a number of front companies, accepted money from Chinese and Ukrainian entities and moved that money to the U.S., where it was parceled out to other entities, including Joe Biden's brother. Some of it then went back to Chinese hands. There is no way a simple read-through can tell if the money was legal consulting fees or illegal money laundering and tax fraud. But it all smells bad. Multi-million-dollar transfers to LLCs without employees, residences used as multiple business addresses, legal tricks from Cyprus and the British Virgin Islands, and even a minor CIA connection.
Europe will owe you, and we will owe you, because the cumulative impact of Ukraine economically secure, and sound will have a profound impact. The ambassador's heard me say many times when I've pushed for these loan guarantees, it's a matter of pay me now or pay me later. A matter of pay me now or pay me later.
Of course, the all-knowing New York Times and Congress have all but closed the book on the Biden's multi-million-dollar heist of the Ukrainians, but the Ukrainians haven't forgotten, and they want their money back. John Bound reporting.